Hi Cancers, welcome to your mid-November 2017 readings. So these readings are done a little bit differently than the mid-months. I kind of screwed up with I was feeling all excited there and proud of myself because I did a bunch of videos where I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the mid-months out at the same time because I'm gonna get busy. And then I didn't organize myself too well and I accidentally deleted some of the videos. So I too need to organize a little bit better. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm going to pull one angel card, and then I'm going to pull 3 cards to clarify that. If you don't believe in angels, just substitute that for whatever God you believe in, or the universe. Universe is all abundant, includes everybody's God in it. I look a little pale. It's just nighttime, and the lighting's not all that great in my room, so... And I don't have a hat on. It's a little odd when I'm doing the videos and I don't have a hat on. I just came back from my third call back for the same job. It's like a 4-step process. It's making my Virgo rising freak out. And the last time that you go in, it's for a baking job, so I'm going to be put on spot where they're going to give me an item to bake and they're going to be watching me, which is like a Virgo rising's worst fear. The positives outweigh the negatives, though. It's a rare opportunity, this job. It allows me to schedule for 2 weeks, so I can do as many hours as I want. Minimum of 2 days I'm required. And then I can schedule 6 days if I want, or it depends. So the positives outweigh the negatives. I'm just waiting for the energies to get interrupted. It's kind of funny because I'm going full circle. I started off as a baker. I gave that up like 10 years ago. And now I'm going back to it. Who would have thought? Not me. Tell you that much. Not me. Alright. So we got 2. Make sure there's not a third one. Alright. You guys... Alright, so I'm going to show the cards, and then I'll read the message. If you get an intuitive hit, follow that. So the first one is Messenger of Action. You'll see in all the videos that I do, I like change colors in all of them. It depends on the time of day, what the camera's doing. So the message says, something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This could represent someone in your life, or maybe you, and you is underlined, so, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. So I feel like Cancer, some of you guys are like hiding your light a little bit. And your creativity. So if there's a new opportunity, you should definitely go out there and get it. No matter how nerve-wracking it is. Like for myself, this job, I've never gone through a process like this. All the jobs I've had, it was just a one-time interview, and then you had your 2-month, 3-month trial. So it was quite intimidating when they said you had to do it 4 times, and they don't even tell you that. They just tell you every time you come in if they want to see you again. So, like if something like that occurs, it's talking about getting over, taking the opportunity. I'm actually, I'm seeing, Cat Williams. That, his clip, Every Day I'm Hustling, is hilarious. That's a good skit. And I always say Cancers and Capricorns are the comedians. They're the ones that I find the funniest. They can always make me laugh, usually. And laughter's quite important. Laughter is the best medicine. So if you're feeling a little down, it's talking about maybe going out and seeing a comedy show and trying new things. So I was seeing Alice in Wonderland. So like high tea sounds weird, but you can go on Groupon, and they usually have those on Groupon. You can try that with your girlfriends, do a new experience, uh, something like that. Getting your excitement back. The next card we have is the Three of Emotion, and music is coming through in this card. He's got a little tambourine. So it says wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. And I think for I think it was Cancer's reading, I did get somebody was going to give birth. So you could have children that could really surprise you, or a family member that's getting engaged, a friend, or something like that. There's new opportunities here, though, Cancer. And the cards are saying to go out and get them. Don't be afraid. It is hand stuff, too. It's creating with your hands. Maybe you're a baker yourself, or arts and crafts, too. If you have children doing arts and crafts with them, I'm seeing that. Your cards are just flying all over the place. Well, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Magician. He came in reverse. And we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so I just pulled some extra cards. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the World. And we have the Three of Cups. So there is celebration here, you guys. With the Magician reversed, I feel like that's we have the High Priestess underneath. It can be associated with Cancer as well. There we go. I changed color again. It's more like my natural color though. Okay, there seems to be some sense of, well, Cancer, you could be reminiscing on something that happened from the past. Um, but there's also a sense here of like, okay, you can create whatever it is you want, all right? But again, there is sacrifices that you have to make. For instance, me doing this, getting a new job. They're longer hours, 10 and a half hours a day, but there's benefits to it, right? Like I can pick my own schedule. So if I wanted to go away for like 8 days, I can do that. Well, I can't do that. I have to do 2 days a week minimum. So, but if I wanted an extra long week, I'd be able to do that. There are jobs out there that you can get that are like that. Um, if you don't see, you got to kind of create circumstances that you want. You know what I mean? There's a factor of here of either one, somebody's lying to you, or two, you're lying to yourself about you don't have the capability to make changes. And I'm saying changes because the world card is here. When you do, all right, um, there's a mindset that you have that is preventing you from manifesting. If you hear fireworks going off, it's because it's the day before Halloween. There is some sort of celebration that you're going to have that's going to make you happy. Okay, and it seems like with the Seven of Swords, it might be due to emotions. So it's kind of like your mid-month read or your monthly reading, where it's saying somebody like not to allow somebody to affect your emotions. Okay, like you can't allow that to You can't allow them to get you off balance because then you're giving them exactly what they wanted, you know? Like, you do need to rest and contemplate things. There's some sort of celebration here. So whatever negative mindset you have, uh, you will be taken out of that. It is saying you do have some goodness around you. The magician could be saying that, okay, you got emotionally manipulated. I'm pretty sure that came through for your monthly. You have the Two of Swords here. So this is talking about um, making a decision to release the past, release the hurt, and release what's no longer serving you, because that's going to prevent you from manifesting in the future. Um, you're in two minds about something, and it is what's been done in the past. It's about your emotional happiness, though. So if you're not happy about something, you have to make the decision to do it yourself, like to change that circumstance, whatever it is. Um, so if the best thing to do, okay, if you've broken up with somebody, because it could be like you broke up with somebody, the best thing you can do is to work on yourself and stay focused on yourself. So this means, like, I just got one of the Kardashians. I got Khloe Kardashian. Uh, like when she separated from uh, that basketball player, her whole life changed afterwards. Like she was always seen as the one in the family that was like uh, not the least famous, but or the least liked. I don't want to say that, but she didn't have as much of a career as the other Kardashians did until after she broke up with Lamar. It's Lamar. There we go. Virgo Horizon people, mine's blank. It is. We're live here. We're live. She started getting blessings after he was removed from her life because he was a blockage, right? It blocked her from receiving her blessings from the world, right? Because he wasn't healthy for her. So this is talking about seeing a negative as a positive and going and getting, I think Khloe Kardashian called it the revenge body or something like that, right? Like, and you shouldn't be doing things for revenge. If there's anything here, like you want to get revenge, that's not going to go well. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do that. This is Scorpio Jupiter time. Things are going to backfire. The cards are saying they'll continuously focus on all of the negative is just gonna, okay, it's gonna prevent you from moving forward and manifesting newness into your life, opportunity into your life. So instead of seeing the past as a negative, you got to see it as a positive. So this could be like if you've separated from somebody and you had children with that specific person and you're like, I wish I never met him, I wish I never um we never got together, or I love that person. Okay, the whole situation was negative. I'm saying that because you had the Magician reversed and you had the Seven of Swords. Okay, you need to see things from a different perspective with the World card here. You need to see that as, okay, out of every negative, there's a positive. You wouldn't have, you had a gift from that negative experience. You got children from it. You would have never had those children unless you met that person. So you did get some sort of positivity out of it, right? So there's some sense here of closing the door. You got to close the door. Yeah, see, and it is based on the past, nostalgia here. So this is like reminiscing about things that no longer serve you. You want to focus on the future. Okay, it's all where your intent is. Some of you are worried about children. It's not surprising. For some of you, this could be like your children are getting older, and like because of holidays coming in and stuff, you're like missing when they were younger. I'm also getting that. You do need to rest and contemplate things and to try to see things from a different perspective. Yeah. You have the Strength card here. which is a Leo energy. It's talking about having strength and courage, right? Uh, Also, what I'm getting with that is okay. Leos have a tendency to hold on to situations as well, way longer than they need to, and not like overall. Okay, usually when they're involved in a job, because that becomes part of their like pack, right? Also with usually with the relationship partners, uh, they hang on to those way longer than need be. Uh, you do have a door here though that you're peeking through, and you're not closing, and this door is to the past, and it is what's getting you in two minds. Okay, and what the universe wants you to know is that there's new and exciting things out there for you to do. Okay, there's a new career for you even if you want it. um, you got to get motivated and ready to go though. You also got to change your mindset. If you're at work, be careful of manipulation, right, and backstabbing. Okay, I do think we got that in your monthlies as well. Okay, if you're having trouble manifesting, it could also be that you've given too much out. So you don't have anything internally uh, to alchemize, all right? Because all you've like poured your cup out, so therefore you don't have the materials inside to manifest, which means like you need rest to recharge. Like okay, a battery, if you had a rechargeable battery, it wouldn't work unless you charged it again. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting with the manifesting card, like the magic in you. Um, Once you rest, okay, which means you can't give to everybody cancer, okay? As much as you want to, you can't. You got to give to yourself. It's saying you have to give self love here. So this means doing something that you want to do when you want to do it. High tea for some reason. Seeing that could be really fun, and it is cheap to do. When you're just trying things, you don't need to go out and spend full money on it. You know what I mean? Groupon is an excellent way to have new experiences for like a third of the price. And then if it's something that you tried and you end up liking, then you can go back and you can invest in it fully. Um, you might need to go out and do a little bit of sampling, is what I'm getting. You may be very sensitive around the next full moon too. You may get some clarity around then. Whatever happened in the past though, you have to release it, okay? Because it is damaging you. You got to be like a lion, okay? Which means you can't follow people. You have to lead. You can't do what everybody else is doing. Maybe there's something you want to do that, others might not see as something valuable, but for you it's what you want to do. It's your passion, it's desire. Your intent has to be right. You do have to close the door to the past though. That is harming you. If it's open, it is harming you because I am seeing a door where you're like peeking in. Okay, so you got to close that door and toss the key. Okay, when one door closes, another one opens. So in order to get all these the new abundance and everything that the universe is offering you, you have to close that door and be ready to take a leap of faith to open a new door. Okay, you can just peek through the new one if you want. You don't have to open it fully. Okay, but you got to stop peeking through the one that's no longer working for you. All right, Cancers, hopefully that helped you out, and I will talk to you next month. Namaste and ciao for now.